Alright fellas, here we're back in Pokemon Masters, and today we're going to be taking a look at some parts of the 4.5 anniversary run-up celebration. So obviously here, we got the trailer last night at 10 p.m. for the run-up to the 4.5 anniversary, alongside a lot of its respective events, right? Pretty much all of them, actually. Yeah, all of them. I'm not going to go over everything, but basically we obviously got the reveal officially for Signasuit Gladion and Magearna, as well as the rerun for Signasuit Lusamine and Lily. Very nice art, of course, by the way. There is a sweepstake going on for those who are in Japan, the United States, and Canada, bar Quebec, because fuck you, Quebec. For a poster, a metallic poster of this artwork. So if you're a big fan of these characters and whatnot, obviously, enter that if possible. Whatever else, right? So there you go. Anyway, so obviously all that stuff is new, but the big thing here is this, the past POKEFAIR Scout exclusive sync pairs. So this is now for the 10 times 10 pulls for the free tickets, right? I don't know how to fucking word that. But obviously in years past, ever since I think the 2nd anniversary, we have gotten over the course of 10 days, one ticket that has given us 10 free sync pairs between all the 3 and 4 stars, as well as general pool 5 stars. This year they are ramping it up significantly and giving us that exact same thing. So log in for 10 days, get 10 sync pairs each day for a total of 100 sync pairs. But now all fair exclusive sync pairs up to Grusha have been added, which is very, very good, of course, obviously. Very, very good. So I wanted to go over this and tell you how it kind of probably will work and some different probabilities and etc, etc. So this stuff is good. All fair exclusive sync pairs will be in it, which there are 71 total fair exclusive sync pairs. Chase will not be included, unlikely, obviously, because he's not in the artwork here. And it says now has sync pairs like Iono and Grusha. So it pretty much is kind of telling us that Chase is probably not going to be in it. I would say it's very, very likely, right? Because his banner, I think, does end on the same day as the ticket starts. So, if you really want Chase and you can't get him for free, probably try and get him then. But whatever. So take that out. That's 70 fair exclusive sync pairs, but that also is including Tina, Rachel, and Sawyer. So then the count goes down to 67 sync pairs, right? So take out Chase, Rachel, and Sawyer. I don't know if Rachel, Sawyer, and Tina will be included. I feel they probably will, right, as the 4-star characters. But for overall POKEFAIR 5-star characters, the most likely added options will be the 67 here, all the way from Lance all the way up here to Grusha. Every character in between. Very, very good stuff. I did make a comment on this here with overall probabilities. The math is a little iffy for this one because I did mess it up a tiny bit. I did include Chase on accident, but these overall percentages are still about the same. They're just like slightly lower. Instead of 97%, it's like 96.9%, something like that, right? So not a big difference at all. These rates here are about accurate. Doing the math, there is about a 3.5% total chance of a POKEFAIR. And if you want to know how to do that math, all you have to do is just pull up a calculator. Just go ahead, pull that up, and go for 67 divided by 137. You got this individual chance, and then multiply that by 7. Got yourself about a 3.42% chance at pulling a POKEFAIR every single multi, assuming that the rates are 7% for every 5-star. There is a little bit of dispute between, are we going to have 7% chance 5-star rates, or are we going to have 10% 5-star rates? I think it's most likely to go for 7% because I just wouldn't count on DNA being nice to us. Obviously, this is a great thing. The Scout is amazing and whatnot, right? But I wouldn't count on getting better rates than 7%. If you do want to go ahead and calculate that, that would be about a 4.8% chance of 10 stars of 5 stars here. I again calculated it here. This is your individual chance per single of pulling a 5-star. And if you want to know the math, here's pretty much the math of pulling a certain amount of sync pairs in however many pulls. In this case, it'll be 10 pulls. So let's go ahead, back that up. There we go. Okay. So none of these numbers are really important besides this, and this. None of these ones are really important over here. 137 is the total amount of 5 stars available. So this will not change, right? It's going to be 137 because there are 67 POKEFAIRs and 70 general pool sync pairs. bar, again, Tina, Rachel, Sawyer, and Chase. There are 67 total POKEFAIRs, again, bar the 4 that I already said. So 67 POKEFAIRs available here. 0.07 is the chance of pulling a 5-star in decimal here. You carry the decimal over 2 spots, or it's the chance, I guess, of missing a 5-star rather, I guess. So if this were to be 10% 5-star rates, you would do 0.1. But obviously, we'll say for argument's sake, it's going to be a 7% 5-star rate. That's what this number would be. 100 is binomial, whatever it is. This is how many pulls you'll be doing, and this is your overall percentage chance of pulling at least one POKEFAIR in 100 pulls. 96, carry the decimal, of course, 96.9% chance, pretty much 97% chance of pulling a POKEFAIR out of 100 pulls. Obviously, I don't know how... I'm not going to try and calculate how many POKEFAIRs you would get realistically, like 2, 3, 4, but you could also calculate it as what's your chance of getting a POKEFAIR in 10 pulls? It's about 30% chance. Every 10-time scout, you have about a 30% chance of pulling a POKEFAIR in it. Pretty good rates, right? Pretty good. What are your chances of pulling a specific 5-star? You would just change this into 1 because you're only looking for 1 POKEFAIR. Out of 100 pulls, carry the decimal, you got about 4.9% chance of pulling a specific POKEFAIR character you look for. Not the highest of chances, for sure, but 5% is definitely not too bad, right? But of course, that is over the course of 100 pulls, so you're unlikely to hit that. You got the 95% chance you will not get what you want, right? If you want, let's say 10 characters, the chances are a lot higher. You got about a 40% chance of getting who you like. Let's say you want 20 characters, you got about a 64% chance, 30, 78% chance, so on and so forth, right? So overall, that is pretty much how the math works there. If you want to go ahead and calculate that, just put this formula in, whatever calculator you got. This should calculate probability. Obviously, there is this is probability math and not like actual luck RNG math, I guess you could say. This is just probability, not nothing facted, right? So obviously there is the chance that you don't get anything, as low as the chances that may be, right? And of course there's a chance that it's all general pool 5 stars and there's no POKEFAIRs, right? So you always have that chance of something bad happening and not really working out for you, so do keep that in mind. But I did want to make this video for you, saying that all POKEFAIRs up to Chase, not including Chase, will be available in this 10x10 Scout ticket pool here. You log in for 10 days starting from the 19th, and you get one ticket that gives you 10 characters every single day. It lasts from this length all the way up to March 17th. So, of course, if you are a little bit later to starting Pokemon Masters, or if you are returning later or something like that, then of course you still do have quite a bit of time in order to actually still get all of those 100 sync pairs. This is probably the single best time in the game to re-roll if you are someone who wants to do that. If you're a new player starting, this is probably the single best time to start because you have a very good chance of getting some very good characters here with the POKEFAIR limited sync pairs. There's a lot of good POKEFAIRs, right, to be able to pull that could be very, very helpful. Like just looking at all of these, Signature Giovanni is really good for 3 different types. Signature Hill is a really strong striker. Signature Hilbert hits 5 types super effectively. Akari obviously is a great damage dealer, field character. Ion is a crazy support. Anniversary Skyla's got great flinching utility and flying zone support and whatnot. There's so many good POKEFAIRs here that are so good to get for anyone who may want to reroll, right? And of course, combined with the fact that we have the new Master Fairs coming up, obviously, for the half anniversary, then we're going to have to deal with that, right? We're going to have those really good characters. You can re-roll for those good characters, and of course, get yourself additional POKEFAIRs on top of that. So, again, if you are a person who really wants to re-roll or advise someone to get into the game, this is your time to do it. This is probably the single best time out of the game's history to actually start, because there has been no value equivalent to this in any other anniversary history. Pretty much at all. The only things that you get as a new player during anniversaries is, of course, your chance to reroll for the new Master Fair sync pairs, and of course the 100 free sync pairs that are not POKEFAIRs, right? They've all been general pool characters. There's also been, of course, like the Champion Select ticket and the Lodge Select ticket and those type of things. But of course, this is just far more valuable because there is the highest probability of you getting multiple random POKEFAIRs, and there's a good chance that they are good, right? And obviously, if you're crazy enough, you could try and re-roll. You could try and re-roll like out of a 10 pull and pull for who you're wanting, which is a 0.5% chance. So like, if you want to try and re-roll every time until you land that one specific character you were wanting as a POKEFAIR, you could do that. though it would probably take you way too long to actually do that in all likelihood. So I wouldn't really recommend that. But of course, yeah, if again, just saying, if you want to get someone into this game, do it now. This is the best time in history. They got great chances of getting a lot of PokeFair characters, as well as the new Master Fairs and whatnot, and all the free rewards coming for the half anniversary. So be sure to get your players into this game. That definitely recommend it. And of course, obviously, Signature Gladion, Riley being a free character is up, right? So there's also some other stuff like that, like get a free sync pair like Riley. Very good as well. So just a review, you got yourself about a 3.5% chance of pulling about 3.4 rather, to pull a random PokeFair per single scout. So, you know, you've got 100 different singles. That's a pretty good probability for you. You got about a 10%, not 10. You got yourself about a 30% chance of pulling a PokeFair every single multi, and you got yourself about a 97% chance to pull at least one PokeFair within 100 pulls. So be sure to have good luck there. And of course, again, on the off chance that we do get 10% pull rates for 5 stars, this will be, of course, a 4.9% chance for a PokeFair, 99% chance of getting a random PokeFair in 100 pulls, right? So just to back that math up, that's 101, 100 right there, 99.3% chance of pulling at least one PokeFair within 10 or within 100 pulls. So good luck to everyone's summoning, of course, because these are free. You should do these. There should be no dispute between doing that. I do wish you luck and the best of luck in order to actually get the characters you may be wanting, and of course as many PokeFairs as possible. This is the best time to try and, you know, get as many as possible. It's like a miniature mixed scout and for free, right? And a lot quicker. So good luck to everyone. Hope you all enjoyed. Have fun for the 4.5 anniversary. And let's hope to a good 4.5 years total, right? So yeah, I'll see you all later. I hope you all enjoyed.